Just a few days ago, a jihadist suicide bomber attempted to inflict damage, death and destruction on a huge scale in Liverpool. The terrorist had planned to blow himself up either at a Remembrance Day parade or at a women's hospital. And it was only thanks to the courageous actions of taxi driver David Perry that this atrocity was averted.
On the wards above, newborn babies are just beginning life, as down below a taxi arrives, about to threaten death. The explosion kills the passenger, but miraculously not his driver. You see him escape the car and the flames.
Within 24 hours, the media was busy brushing the inconvenient truth under the rug. An Islamic terror attack? Another one? No, he just had mental health issues. Maybe it wasn't even a terror attack at all. And anyway, this guy was a Christian convert, because what could be more Christian than blowing up a World War II parade at a cathedral? No, he wasn't a Christian convert. While in the process of constructing the bomb, he was seen visiting a mosque every single day during Ramadan. Sources claim the Iraqi-born asylum seeker attended the mosque all day, every day during the religious festival and was seen praying with a fellow Muslim a week before the attack. Yeah, sounds really Christian, doesn't it? He was faking being Christian as part of a ruse to get his bogus asylum claim accepted. An asylum claim that had already been rejected in 2015. And yet he was still here. Why is he still here 6.5 fucking years later? What does it take to get deported from this country? The forgotten suicide bomber falsely claimed to be Syrian and was, of course, another refugee. How many more refugees need to become terrorists before we say refugees aren't welcome? The Paris massacre jihadists entered Europe as refugees. The Manchester Arena bomber rescued from Libya as a refugee. The Chechen teen who beheaded schoolteacher Samuel Paty entered France as a refugee. The terrorist who beheaded a woman and killed 2 others near a church in Nice entered Italy as a refugee. The terrorist who killed a French priest and burned down a cathedral entered France as a refugee. Open the borders, let them through! When does it end? When does diversity become a weakness? Not with this government. Out of the 23,000 boat migrants who arrived in the UK this year, a total of 5, yes 5, have been sent back to the EU. We have absolutely no idea who the rest of them are, but the government and the RNLI just keep bringing them in. Taxi for Salman Abedi, taxi for Ahmad Al-Swalmeen. Come on in! For the migrants, it's completely worth the risk. They know that this government is so inept, so useless, that whatever they do, short of killing huge numbers of people, they'll never get deported. This policy has contributed to at least 31 late-stage terror plots since 2017 that were foiled at the last minute. And as for the political opposition, well, after the incident, Labour were seemingly more convinced about the local community of Muslims being upset.
Liverpool is a welcoming city. It is a city of sanctuary, and the minister grew up there himself. But we are not immune from minority communities feeling vulnerable at times like this, and so I'd invite the Minister to reassure those communities that the government is working with local leaders to ensure their security and safety in the weeks and months ahead.
Almost as disturbing as the plot itself is how normalised this has all become. This monster planned to cause a mass casualty atrocity on Remembrance Day, almost pulled it off, and 3 days later the media's virtually forgotten about it. Less than 48 hours after the failed attack, this was Sky News' top headline. Yeah, they actually thought a cricket player being called some mean words over a decade ago was a bigger story. I mean, yeah, dozens of people in a major UK city could have been blown to bits just 2 days before, but surely that pales in significance to someone being racist in 2005, doesn't it? Imagine living in a country that values the hurt feelings of Muslims over the actual threat posed by Muslim suicide bombers. Man killed in terror incident, illustrated with a picture of him looking nice and friendly. He was just a man killed in a terror incident. Maybe he was a victim. He was the fucking terrorist! Oh no, he just sadly died. Rest in peace. Investigators say Quote, "We got lucky this time." Swalmeen was only stopped by a combination of patriotic bravery and his own massive incompetence. But thanks to this government continually pandering to open borders extremists and literally laying on a taxi service for would-be terrorists, we won't be so lucky next time around.
It's absolutely crucial for you to help me fight the war on free speech by supporting me via Subscribe Star, link in description, and also signing up for my free newsletter at summit.news/newsletter.